Female lions, also known as lionesses, are the ones that usually bring back the bacon for the pride. They are 30% faster than male lions, and male lions need to preserve their energy so they can protect the pride from intruders. However, when a prey is too large, the lion often assists the females. Let's find out how these master predators handle the dinner table as we count down 15 most merciless lion attacks. Number 15. Lions hunting buffalo. This lion chases a buffalo on its own and manages to cling its massive paws on the big beast. That is, until the rest of the herd finishes their coffee break and helps their friend. That's when the young lion is in trouble and runs to safety before it's too late. But the lions regroup and charge once again, this time isolating one of the buffaloes and clearly trapping it for good. Dinner is served. In this video, this male buffalo charges this male lion, so the lion kind of moves out of the way to let the buffalo pass. But it's a strategy so he can flank the buffalo and bring it down. The male lion helps his girlfriend and has no problem tackling this large prey. Once the buffalo is down, some other pride members join in the fun until they notice something interesting and lose interest for the buffalo. I have no clue what it is, but it arouses their curiosity. It's 2 for 1 in the bush today, so these lions take advantage and rush to the scene to capture a buffalo calf and its mother, although the mother tried to save her calf. It's a sad situation for the buffalo, but it's the reality of life in the African savanna. This lioness has dug a hole in this buffalo's back, and she keeps making it bigger and bigger until she takes a break. The rest of the pride is nearby, but for some reason, they leave the buffalo alone. I guess they're waiting for it to weaken before striking again. This male lion puts on a show as he jumps on this buffalo in the middle of the road in front of a huge crowd of safari tourists looking on. In the Serengeti, a pride of lions killed a big buffalo. The African buffalo, which may weigh up to 910 kilograms and is widely regarded as extremely dangerous, is responsible for more human deaths in Africa than any other large animal. Unfortunately, when the hungry lion approaches, this muscular male was hurt and had little chance against the pride. This male lion looks like an NFL linebacker the way it pursues this buffalo and eventually tackles it to the ground. A friend joins the hunt, but it doesn't look like this help will be needed. Finally, this huge buffalo is in big trouble as an entire pride of lions tries to bring it down. The buffalo resists to the best of its abilities, but when you have 5 or 6 aggressive felines biting into your flesh, it doesn't feel like a shiatsu massage, even though those can be painful at times. Number 14. Lionesses attack wildebeest. This lioness blasts out of the starting blocks like Usain Bolt and has no problem surprising the capturing this wildebeest. The element of surprise during an ambush is key for it to be successful. A herd of buffalo run away from a few lionesses, but the last one in line doesn't make it when it is snatched by one of the hunters. When the hunt begins, it's every animal for itself, most of the time, and unfortunately, this wildebeest was too slow. These female lions use the long blades of the red oak grass as camouflage, so they can ambush a wildebeest and make the kill in seconds. They decide to go in a feeding frenzy using the same strategy every time. The hungry lionesses assault from all sides as migrating herds approach the tiny river to drink. With zebra and wildebeest racing in all directions, the situation for the animals is in a shambles. One of the wildebeest is isolated from the herd, and that's when lionesses have their best chance of making the kill, and that's exactly what happens in this clip. In this video, you can see a lioness bring down a wildebeest faster than a rodeo cowboy ties his rope around a calf. Finally, this lion demonstrates the art of choking your victim as he strangles this wildebeest until it cannot breathe any longer. Number 13. Safari vehicles. A safari trip is always an adventure, and you never know what you'll find. It can be the most stunning experience one can have at times, yet it can also be horrifying other times. This pride of lions, which includes many younger lions, is curious and decides it wants to inspect these safari vehicles, so they hang around to see if they can. This lion approaches a vehicle and chases it, but the vehicle is too fast. But the lion still tries to grab the vehicle from behind it like it would a prey. When that doesn't work, the lion chases the vehicle. I must say, this lion is determined. The lion hangs on to the emergency tire on the back of this SUV and goes for a joyride. I guess he enjoys the taste of rubber. When 2 lions attack a safari vehicle in Karnataka's Bannerghatta Biological Park recently, a group of guests had a terrifying experience. There were no injuries among the visitors because of the incident. The entire incident was captured on camera by a driver in a vehicle that was following the car. To obtain a better view, this male lion chose to jump on this truck. 3 enormous male lions encircle the car. I just hope they don't unlock any doors or shatter any windows. The truck reverses, and happily, the lion leaps from the vehicle as it moves forward. Finally, the side mirror of this SUV is ripped off by this male lion who is a little too curious. What did this guy expect when he drove his SUV into the bush? These lions chase the vehicle everywhere once it takes off. Number 12. Lion attacks impala. These impalas scramble to avoid these lions, and just when you think the lions end up with nothing, a lioness comes flying into the frame with an impala in its mouth. The entire pride feasts on the fresh kill. Although impalas aren't the lion's first choice of food, it isn't to suggest that a male lion won't take an impala, which is why the male lion in this video is carrying an impala in its mouth. That's a huge impala, and the lion can easily carry it across a swamp, pushing it through the deep water. The male lion has taken the impala from this female and is now giving her a hard time. The lioness tackles an impala in midair, and the impala flips over like a bag of potatoes and falls to the ground. I think it's safe to say this impala isn't going anywhere anytime soon. This male lion is clinging to the side of an impala, which is unusual. They normally have a grasp on their necks, but this impala may have slipped free, and the lion is now attempting to maintain control. This male lion carries his kill to a more discreet location as he walks by curious onlookers. I guess eating in the shade when it's hot is more pleasant. Number 11. Lions hunting elephants. Elephants have a massive body that weighs between 3 and 7 tons, and few animals, including lion prides, will bother them unless they have no other choice. Elephants prefer to travel in groups. As a result, when one elephant is attacked, the other elephants become aware of the situation. Attacking an elephant, even with a large pride of lions, is a difficult task. When it's a young elephant calf, like the one in this video, anything can happen, especially when the giant male lion is chasing it. I'm astonished that this elephant is alone. Elephants, especially young calves, are generally seen in groups, but I believe the calf ventured off on its own, and this is what happens when you don't listen to your parents. When a second male appears, the calf is in severe jeopardy. As the calf first spotted the elephant, it challenged it, but when the lion began chasing it, it changed its mind, and by the time the elephant turned around, it was too late. When times are tough, this pride of lions attacks this young elephant and risks the reprisal of the herd, but when the lions are as hungry as they are, I don't think they really care. A young elephant walking alone near a waterhole and discovered by tourists on a safari. A male lion approached it and mock charged it to see how the elephant would react. A second effort, however, was a genuine attack, as evidenced by the lion leaping onto the elephant's back in the video. The small elephant is history once a lioness joins on the kill and assists the male lion. Finally, this elephant is surrounded by lions and even carries one on its back. When the elephant steps into the water, the lion leaps off, allowing the elephant to flee. But the lions continue their pursuit until the elephant has had enough and decides to turn around and chase the lions. Number 10. Zebra fetus ripped out of mother. Lions will eat whatever they can get their big paws on, even if it means ripping the fetus of a zebra right out of its stomach. This lioness killed the pregnant zebra and dragged its fetus away to feed her cubs, leaving the mother's carcass for the 2 hungry males, which enjoyed ribs on the grill. This tiny foal stood no chance whatsoever against this powerful male lion. I guess this was an easy hunt in the park for the massive feline. These 2 lions make an easy kill when they pursue this young zebra. I'm just wondering where all the parents are during these hunts. These foals always seem to be abandoned. Finally, this lioness ambushes a zebra and enjoys her dinner on her own for the first time being anyway. Number 9. Lioness attack vulture. Vultures are not targeted by lions because they usually show up after a kill to clean the lion's mess up. However, when the vultures become impatient and taunt the lions, things can get hectic for the scavenger birds, and you can see what I mean in this video when this male lion has had enough and decides to bring down this vulture and kill it in seconds. It doesn't even bother eating it. This kill was just out of spite. Another vulture bites the dust when this lioness takes care of business after being harassed by the birds, but the feline barely enters the bird and abandons it. This goes to show you how uninterested the lions are in attacking vultures, and they only do so when they have been provoked. These 2 male lions are annoyed by these vultures, and they constantly stop eating to chase them away. The lions must understand that they've had their meal, and now it's time for the vultures to clean up. Finally, these vultures storm a prey and feast on it, but they don't expect a huge male lion to join on the fun. and when one does, one of their own must pay a hefty fee with its own life. Number 8. Lion attacks hyena. Lions and hyenas hate each other, so don't invite them to the same function unless you want the reception hall to look like a battlefield. Hyenas live in big clans, and for smaller lion prides, they can be more than they can chew. However, because males are the difference makers, it all depends on how many males are in the pride. One-on-one, hyenas are no match for lions, as you can see in the footage, but a clan of hyenas striking from all sides can do some damage. This lioness chases the hyena away from a zebra kill, and the hyena complains and lets the lioness know she's not playing by the rules. I didn't know there were rules in the bush. This lion couple chase a hyena and gives it a beating. The males in a lion pride are there to protect the pride, so any hyenas coming to their territory are fair game. In this video, a clan of hyenas taunts a few lionesses while they're trying to enjoy their kill. You can hear the hyenas communicating with one another, annoying the hell out of the felines until they get up and chase away the laughing hyenas. These two huge males do not give this hyena a fighting chance when they take it down in seconds. Number 7. Lion attacks eagle. It's a rare occurrence, but lions can find themselves in front of an eagle occasionally. In this video, this pride of lions seems to have caught an eagle. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe the eagle wanted a piece of the pride's kill. One thing for sure is it doesn't look like the lions like to eat birds. While the lions congregate over the seemingly dead body of the eagle pulls a Jon Snow on them and flies away. Finally, these lion cubs are curious when they find this eagle, and it looks like they want to have a little fun with it. Their mother thinks otherwise, and she finishes the eagle off so the cubs can eat. Number 6. Lion attacks hippo. A wildlife ranger got incredible footage of a wounded hippo fighting 5 adult lions. 2 male lions happen to be sleeping on the ridge line above the big hippo as it sought to find its way to a limited quantity of water. The male lions were alarmed by the hippo's antics and summoned their pride, which arrived with 3 lionesses and 4 pups. The adult predators got to work, biting and clawing at the hippo's back in an attempt to bring it down. As the hippo battled to safety, it appears this time that the ravenous pride chewed off more than it could chew. It's rare that lions will take on a full adult hippo, simply because it's not easy to kill one. But hippo calf, on the other hand, is small enough to easily kill, but large enough to make it a fulfilling meal. This is what these lions have decided to do, and the hippo calf, unless it receives help from its mother, is in big trouble, and it takes only minutes for the lions to finish it off. The strength of this lioness is impressive as she drags a medium-sized hippo all by herself. She's exhausted, so she takes a break, but it's still an impressive feat. When lions work together, there are no animals they can't take down, and even hippos are no exception, as you can see in this footage. A few male lions jump on a huge hippo's back, and it doesn't take much time before the hippo is helpless. Finally, another lion drags a dead hippo to a better location so it can eat in peace. Hippo calves seem to be popular these days around lion prides. Number 5. Lion attacks heron. A photographer was taking pics of a lion at the Amsterdam Zoo when he spotted a wild heron land in the lion's enclosure in search of food. The lion's innate instincts kicked in when the heron was busy minding his own business and gathering fish, which meant that the heron had to say bye-bye to the fish and hello to the lion. The formalities lasted only a few seconds. It seems this zoo in Amsterdam is popular among herons, and particularly the lion's enclosure. I'm not sure if this is the same heron, but if it's not, these birds are certainly looking for trouble. I must admit, these lions are excellent at grabbing herons in these videos in mid-air. I'm wondering why the heron hang around so close to the lions instead of staying further away in the water, where I'm sure the lions will not go unless they must. Number 4. Lion versus duck. The Amsterdam Zoo seems the place to be when you're a bird and you feel like being eaten by a lion. This duck does exactly what her friend the heron did, and ends up just like they did, 6 feet under. 4 ducklings wandered into the Asian lion enclosure at Dublin Zoo, and it looks like one of the ducklings didn't make it out alive. That's a pretty good average if you ask me, considering the circumstances. This goose tries to fly away, but this male lion is quick, and it clobbers the goose in seconds. Why did the goose decide to visit these lions if they knew they weren't going to be friendly? Number 3. Lion hunting dogs. Lions are Africa's most bold and vicious carnivores. Many animals such as hyenas and possibly even wild dogs will not bother with lions until they outnumber them. However, as soon as a few males appear, everyone flees for their life. Wild dogs are perhaps the most successful hunters in the bush when hunting in packs, but but going up against a lion one-on-one for a wild dog is insane, as you can see in this video when this lion knocks over a wild dog. The wild dog in this video is attacked by these lions and is badly injured. It's not dead, but it won't take much for other predators to come along and finish it off. At the top of the food chain are lions and African wild dogs. In Kruger National Park and the surrounding area, there are about 200 wild dogs left. It's vital to keep them safe and make others aware of their presence. Although such incidents cannot be avoided as nature evolves, and due to strict laws, visitors are unable to intervene unless the animal is being injured by humans. As a result, when this lion grabbed a small pup, everyone was taken aback, and rightly so. Why didn't the lion just go after one of the adults? It's a brutal world, but it's the way things are. Number 2. Lion hunting warthog. Warthogs are fearless and vicious creatures capable of wreaking havoc. But how do they do against the jungle's elite? Do they stand a chance against a lion in a fight? Of course, the warthog will not approach a lion with the intention of attacking it. The warthog will just defend itself if the lion decides to attack. The lion will chase the warthog until it has no other choice left but to fight. If the warthog is to survive such a battle, he'll need a lot of luck, which almost will definitely not be enough. These two male lions dig a warthog out of its den, even though the warthog seems to be well entrenched in it. The lions are so powerful, it doesn't take much time before they pull the animal out of there. This lioness chases a tiny piglet which is terrorized by the feline and squeals to no end. Understandably so, since it knows it will be served on a silver platter soon. This powerful lion kills a warthog in the mud and carries it to a more comfortable location. In this video, this warthog isn't up against 1 or 2 lions. It's up against 3 male lions, and it doesn't have a chance in hell of surviving. One of the lions grabs the warthog by the neck as it takes it somewhere a little more private. The other 2 lions join in the feast. Finally, these lions pull this warthog out of its den during the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour, just when they're singing the theme song, my favorite part. I guess this was the last show for this warthog. Number 1. Lion vs. Kudu. Wildlife is unpredictable, and something unexpected happened this morning. A pair of lions wandered out into the thicket looking for a quiet spot to rest. As visibility dwindled, a young kudu leapt from the bushes, fleeing for its life. It was being pursued by the male lion. No hunt is easy to watch, but this one is especially difficult since the lions did not immediately kill the youngster. They simply pinned it down with their enormous paws, licking and pinning it. This continued for around 25 minutes before the baby was killed and devoured by the male lion. I believe they were attempting to entice the mother in with the baby's screams, since she did linger close for a while before fleeing, leaving her baby as a tribute when she realized she was no match for the lions. This huge kudu struggles to get this lioness off its back and eventually runs out of energy. A second lioness helps, and this means the end for the kudu. This kudu is attacked by a male lion and a female lion, but just as the kudu appears to be dead, it begins to move and resist. And much to the lion's surprise, but the kudu is easily dispatched, nonetheless. This lion is strolling down the road, minding its own business, followed by a dozen cars, when suddenly, the lion leaps off the road at full speed and tackles a kudu to the side. The lion successfully captures the kudu's legs, but the kudu, being enormous and powerful, attempts to kick its way out of the situation. The kudu didn't seem to stand a chance against the lion, and the lion was able to get a quick meal. Finally, this kudu struggles to free itself from this lioness. You can see the lioness biting at the kudu's legs and tearing into the flesh. Those horns are usually useless once the kudu is on the ground. Once its hind leg muscles are torn, the kudu is done. Lions are marvelous hunters, and they are fearless. My favorite had to be the attack on the vultures. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 most merciless lion attacks. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.